All right, so for those of you who haven't heard, Dr. Disrespect is part of a new game studio called Midnight Society, as well as several other prominent game developers, such as 402, who used to be one of the lead communications folks on the Call of Duty franchise. We've got Halo developers, Gears of War developers, Call of Duty developers, all working at this new studio called Midnight Society. And we have an update on the game. We got plenty of news to share, stuff about the Founders Pass, the first playable builds. And before I go any further, let me say that I am among the founders for this game. I did receive a Founders Pass and an NFT, which I will show during this video. It is a blockchain-based game or a blockchain-integrated game, but they've made it very clear that their goal is to first make a good game, and the blockchain will come second. And that is, in my opinion, what blockchain games need to do. We've got a lot of blockchain games that are leading with, oh, hey, look at our NFTs, look at our blockchain technology, and they're forgetting to make a good game. I think that this game, it's currently called Project Moon, could be one of the first blockchain games to start to reverse the narrative around blockchain games, because if you make a good game and blockchain just happens to be integrated, people are going to talk about how good of a game it is first. And that's, I think, what they're aiming for. That's what the developers have said. So, with no further ado, let's check out what we got here. So there's definitely some new stuff on the front page of the website. MidnightSociety.com. Check it out here. Because we're getting more and more looks at the kind of at least the visual and cosmetic vibe that this game is carrying. Very cyberpunkish, futuristic. It's definitely got, like, you know, a lot of the style that Dr. Disrespect himself often uses for his original stream content. Again, I've talked a lot. I've done other videos about this game, about the basics, but we learned officially what genre this game is, which is part of the big news of this video. People speculated, is it going to be a battle royale? Is it going to be an arena shooter? Is it going to be something else? You know, the developers once called it PvPvE. They have now called it, in an interview, a vertical extraction game. So what does that mean? Well, an extraction game is a game like Escape from Tarkov or the Cycle Frontier. So that's interesting. Right off the bat, it's not a battle royale game. But they said that their goal for this game is to make it have a player count and intensity of a battle royale game. You know, Escape from Tarkov, it's not, you don't run around on a map with, or the Cycle, with 100, 150 players like you do in a battle royale. They're trying to bring large scale battles and such to this. So in Project Moon, there is a vertical aspect as well that they keep hinting at here. And Dr. Disrespect has teased this vertical concept on stream before. He's shown concept art. What that means is, obviously you can see a lot of buildings here. The futuristic looks like a city. There's gonna be a lot of these buildings that are very tall. And I'm going to imagine that you'll be moving from floor to floor of these buildings, probably, you know, moving from building to building, rooftop to rooftop, going down through perhaps elevators and so on and so forth. So, you know, Escape, I know I haven't played Escape from Tarkov personally. I did play the Cycle Frontier. It's a very flat game. There's not a lot of verticality to it, but because they're, you know, kind of trying to hone in on the PvP aspect of this game, they're trying to add verticality, something akin to maybe Hyperscape is a game that comes to mind. Vertical, lots of verticality, jumping off of buildings. When I think of a vertical game, I think of like the original Crackdown. Even Apex Legends has a lot more verticality than something like Escape from Tarkov or the Cycle Frontier. Call of Duty Warzone, again, it's a pretty flat game for the most part. But this, I'm going to be imagining diving off of buildings, ziplining, all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So they do have a meeting in LA very soon, a meetup that people who live in LA or close by can attend to meet Dr. Disrespect and the development team. If you go and you look, they've got job postings, by the way. If I'm not going to go too much to show my profile, because I think there could be some stuff that I don't want to show in here. Here's my NFT, my particular NFT right here. This is mine. Sweet Gold X there. Got a katana as well. At night, the moon in the background. I like it. Bloody shirt. This will give me access to the first playable builds of the game. So if you go to these, you can look at all the other NFTs down here, by the way. Not your own, but just what's out there. You can go to Project Moon Snapshots. This is what's interesting. There's gonna be PlayStation and Xbox are basically confirmed. Before, I thought for sure this game would be PC only to start. It does not appear to be the case. There are places on the Midnight Society website for keys for the PlayStation and Xbox versions of this game, including the upcoming snapshots. So what is a snapshot? This is a very unique thing that I feel is getting a bad rap. I've seen a lot of bad reaction to this, and people saying, well, you know, they're asking their community to pay to play test this game for them. I totally disagree with that, and I think that stuff like this is actually the future of gaming. So what they're doing is they're releasing what they say is going to be every 6 weeks. They're going to release a new snapshot, a playable snapshot. The first snapshot comes out July 29th, a little over 2 weeks from today, when I record this video. That means it might be something really small. One little feature for people to test and give feedback on. It might be a gun, like a single gun. Use this gun, test the recoil pattern, and give us feedback. Test this, walk through this building, and tell us what you think of this area. It's gonna be very basic things, because the game is still very early in development. Might be block out maps, for example. Which is, I think, interesting, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna put polls up, and you're gonna be able to give your feedback and vote on features for this game. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to take all that feedback, but I love that they're putting their community first in this. They're literally gonna let you play the game, say, do you like this, yes or no. Most games, when you release the game or you start playtesting, the game is essentially close to finished in many ways, right? You're not gonna go back on a certain feature of the game. Like, you spent all that time integrating it. Obviously, the game will change and evolve over time. That's not universally true. But this to me is really, really interesting. When you talk about integrating your fans and your community, this is the furthest extent that I've ever seen. Being transparent and really saying, okay, this is what this gun is like right now. Tell us what you think. This is what this area is like right now. This is what our movement system is like right now. Tell us what you think. And they allowed fans to, yes, we had to pay for this NFT and this founder's pass and such, but we're also going to get all these other features, like our feedback is going to be taken. We're going to get to play this thing early, which to me is exciting. We're paying for it. I can trade this NFT later on. I can sell it and profit from it, which again, it to me, this is something like what they're doing is it's transparent. It's integrating their fans' feedback directly, which so many developers get scrutinized these days. Oh, we're not listening to fans. They're not listening to fans. They don't care about us. Here they are, literally integrating us directly into the game development process, almost from square one. I like that a lot. Other stuff, we're going to get exclusive. If you own one of these founders passes like myself, not only do you get the NFT, not only do you get the playable builds, but you also get exclusive merch drops. You'll get access to events like these meetups and such. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. I can't, let me read here. Okay, so they do confirm right here, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and PC. I would be surprised if these snapshots come to any platform except PC. But that's most of the news, guys. Basically, the game is confirmed to be a vertical extraction shooter. It is coming to console as well as PC. The Founders Pass is out. So if you didn't make it in now, the NFTs, I understand, have been fully distributed. So maybe they'll release more later on. I'm sure they will open up the testing later on and so on. But all of us who are in now are the ones who are in now. We're gonna get exclusive, you know, be able to vote on this game, the direction of this game, and to me, that's exciting. A lot of people, you know, I see a lot of hate comments. Oh my God, blockchain. Oh my God, NFTs. This game's dead. And it's like, I feel like this is one of those games that could reverse what people are saying about NFTs, about blockchain games. What's the difference between funding a game on Kickstarter and paying $30 or $50 or however much you pay, $100, you know, and hoping that the game gets finished in return for exclusive benefits? What's the difference between that and purchasing this Founders Pass for $50 and getting benefits, getting to weigh in on the game's development? You get an NFT, you get all this stuff, the first playable builds, behind the scenes access. It's the same concept, but just because people hear NFTs and blockchain, people get upset. So I think I've got my eye on Project Moon. I'll be playing the snapshots. I'll be streaming the snapshots. I'll be uploading videos of the snapshots, clips. I'm very excited for it. And I think that the team behind this game seems to be a talented one. I think people like Doc can market this game and really help build the community around it. And I'm looking forward to being part of that process. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button if you watched it on YouTube. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Or come watch me live on Twitch where I recorded this video. Let me know what you think of Project Moon and this whole thing. Whether you're in chat right now or watching this later on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever the heck.